Hey guys, welcome to E-Man's Movie Reviews. I'm E-Man and I'm going skydiving tomorrow. So if this will be my last movie review, you'll know that something went horribly wrong. This week I'm going to be reviewing the movie Fight Club, which was made in 1999 by Mr. David Fincher. Fight Club actually started out as a book written by Chuck Palahniuk in 1996, around the time that he got married to his second wife. Now, I'm a huge fan of Brad Pitt. I mean, the man is pure raw talent. And he has been consistently doing good work, and this film is no exception. The amount of training that this man had to put into this film before filming began is just inspiring. I mean, his eating and workout routine is damn near impossible to keep up with. Trust me, I've tried. Which just goes to show you the level of dedication that he puts into his craft. I also like Ed Norton, but more on a personal level, even though I've never met him. From what I understand, he's a nice guy who's also very dedicated to his work, and it's always great to see people who genuinely care about making a great movie come together and really do their best. This movie is definitely in my top 10 favorites list because it's just so incredible and so well made that after the first time I watched it, I had to re-watch it, and then everything made a little bit more sense the second time around. Fight Club is basically a movie about two best friends who have known each other since they were in diapers, and they grow up together and basically do everything together. They do all of the same activities, like all the same things, and they even go to the same high school together, and, most importantly, they end up falling in love. Yeah, with the same girl. They find out that she's into tough guys and bad boys, and so rather than signing up for math club or drama club, which was what they had planned on doing before the start of the school year, since they were both kind of on the nerdy side, they sign up for Fight Club, which is really where the movie gets started. At Fight Club, they learn how to box, how to wrestle, and how to do some mixed martial arts, while beating the hell out of each other to try and win her affection. As the years go by, they both become professional fighters who are at the top of their game and are then played by Brad and Ed. And the girl who they love is played by Helena Bonham Carter. She goes back and forth between the two of them, depending on who the current champion of the year is. A year later, while on vacation in the Swiss Alps, Brad gets into a skiing accident and ends up with his leg completely immobilized, preventing him from getting into the ring ever again. Helena realizes that he isn't as tough as she thought because of his inability to heal from this unhealable injury and gets back with Ed. Brad then goes through a bout of depression since he lost his best friend because of her and lost her because of his best friend, and because his life is basically over since his career is over. Ed never wanted to win her back this way, by default, since he always wanted to have her fair and square and through his own merits, and realizes how much he still cares about his friend. In the end, in one of the greatest cinematic endings of all time, Ed, who holds the championship belt above him, sees his best friend Brad in the crowd in a wheelchair, cheering him on with a somewhat sad look on his face, and then Ed turns his head and sees Helena on the other side of the ring, decked out in gold and jewelry, not even clapping or really caring about his victory, just looking at her nails. And so, Ed puts the belt down, grabs the microphone, and announces that the belt shouldn't belong to him, and he admits that Brad is a better fighter. And then, Ed announces his immediate retirement and his immediate breakup with Helena. Helena shrugs and finds another fighter sitting next to her who has tattoos all over his body and then leaves with him. Ed hands Brad the belt and they hug it out. Ed wheels Brad outside and the sun starts to set on their faces as they both smile, realizing their friendship was more important than anything else this world had to offer. Oh, damn it. I promised I wouldn't do this. Okay. I think I'm good. I rate this movie a solid 11 out of 10. That's right, 11 out of 10. It's more than 100%, but I don't care. I loved this movie from beginning to end. The music, the cinematography, the action, the story, the acting, the editing. This movie has it all. It really does. It's the whole package and then some. So, if you guys haven't seen this movie, then skip a day of school or work. I don't know, use up a sick day and please watch it. Not for me, not even for the great people who took the time and effort to make this masterpiece. No, watch it for yourself, because your soul needs it. And if you've already seen this movie, well, then you know how awesome this film is. And I'm sure I don't even have to tell you to watch it again, because I already know that you'll be doing that on your own, so good job. I'll see you guys next week.